Hello, guys. Good day. This is Anne of Reinforcement Club. Today, we are going to talk about social influences, discussing the three top circles of people in our lives. The first one is the close, people who are close to us. The second one is the many, and the third one is the powerful people. How they influence us directly or indirectly, and we're going to talk about networks, our own networks today, so that we can able to create and take advantage of this networks to create positive habits and achieve success. Now, speaking about the close, people who are in close proximity to us, it could be your family, best friends, neighbors who are in close proximity, neighbors whom we regularly interact with. It could be your relatives that you regularly interact with. So most of these people, we share the same values, with these people. Sometimes same goals, perspectives. That is why there is a saying that, birds of the same feather flock together. Tell me who your friends are and I'll tell you who you are. So these are people who are close to us in which we eventually become just like them. So being around with these people who are physically close to us can lead us become accountable and encourage us to really stick to our goals. And sometimes our goals could have some sort of similarity of theirs too. Well, the good thing about this is that they are there to support us. They're there to provide us what we need, and they are there to encourage us. And it's easy to really, whatever, when everything is not working well, it's easy to access resources and support systems because they are there. But the downside of it is that, having those people around, we it actually shows up that we have the same minds, the same perspectives, almost the same perspectives with these people. And it turns out that we become limited to diversive ideas and approaches, which is outside from, you know, people who are close to us. Most especially if these people are negative influences in our lives. So, you know, supposed to be they are there to help us become a better person. What happened instead is that having these people around with unhealthy habits, unhealthy lifestyle, negative mindset, it turns out that these people could hinder our success. So sometimes it's hard to get out from this type of toxic relationships. And it's up to you how you work on that, because as what I've mentioned before from the previous podcast, supportive environment is essential in our struggles on our way to whatever goals that we have in our lives, in all aspects of goals. It could be health, wealth, and relationships, becoming the best version of ourselves. If we are surrounded with shitty people, that's a serious problem. If we are surrounded by shitty friends, that's a serious problem, because eventually we are just going to be like them in the long run if we don't escape, if we don't cut off the relationship from these people. Cutting off means, if you consider your brothers and sisters, or it could be your parents, as they're not helping you in achieving your goals, it you just have to really distance yourself, not cut off the relationship. Okay. You can't change your mom and dad and your brothers and sisters, so you just might consider distancing yourself so you can start out a new life with your own approach, utilizing the strategies, the approaches of the people where you look up to, those people, powerful people that you consider your role model. So you just might as well going to distance yourselves from this people who hinders your while you're on your way to achieving your goals. And having this close people in our lives, if they're not helping us, if they're not making us any good, any better, it's way better to be intentional, to choose your circle wisely. Surround yourself with individuals who uplift and inspires you. And of course, actively seek out diverse perspectives, so so that you can evaluate yourself over time. Surround yourself with people who are, masters of the field that you want to succeed on. Be intentional with the people, the close people you surround with. It's not easy, really, especially if you this is your family. But if you really care about your one chance, one life, one opportunity, because we only live once, you got to really do something about it. Now, speaking about following the many. So these are the people, could be the people in the community, the entire people in your workplace. You have a culture in your company. So it could be the people in the shopping center, the many. So we're talking about the quantity now, not those people who are in close proximity to us. This happens by the time when you go out from the house, from your home, and then explore, work, execute your plans. So you'll be exposed to many people, many different people. So when you are exposed to the many, you'll be able to get a diverse range of ideas, experiences, and perspectives. That's the good thing about it. And it also increases your opportunity for networking and collaboration. The only setback of having a lot of people around you, a lot of people you get along with, is that it's difficult to maintain connections with different people, with a large number of people. And if you try to maintain relationship with many people, the relationship becomes superficial, and it turns out that you cannot really prioritize the relationship. Trying to really work with relationship with many people, it turns out that that strategy, that approach could be just another distraction for you. So yes, you could be exposed to a broader pool of knowledge and resources, different areas, different resources, different minds. That's a lot. Different opportunities for learning, different growth mindset, different interactions of various individuals. To be able for you to avoid the bad consequence about it is basically you have to know what you're looking for. What are you up to? And then you prioritize quality over quantity. You can't be best friends with 20 people in the room, 10 people in the room. I don't know if people can have that kind of best friends. They could be teammates and best friends having same goal. Otherwise, if you have different values, different goals, different characters, you can't be best friends, especially when you don't have one single goal. You have to work on, the same perspectives, the same aim, same targets. Then you can be best friends for a reason. So instead of trying to control, to get along with the many, value quality. Focus on cultivating deeper connections with a selected group or individuals who resonates your energy, who resonates your perspectives, who people you share the same values. You know, people who have similar non-negotiables. So I'm talking about values. Non-negotiable values are non-negotiable. So if they respect that and they also have almost the same values as you have, then you can get along. Rather than connecting to different people, which is just going to drain your energy. And getting along with different people, different minds, it's important to also set boundaries to manage your time and energy effectively, to focus and nourish only those relationships who which are worthwhile, which are worth it. You know, relationship which can make you a better person, can help you reach your goals. Relationships which can make you feel happy, basically. So again, value quality over quantity. Focus on deeper connections, and rather than you know wasting your energy to those people who'll be happy to waste your time. So set boundaries to manage your time and energy, and focus on cultivating deeper connections with selected group or group of individuals who can make you happy, who can make you feel love, who supports you on your goals and aspirations. Now, following the powerful, so this could be our role model, mentors, the CEO of this XYZ company. We have a chance to get ourselves exposed with them, or it could be having an opportunity to be mentored by a real estate tycoon, having access to valuable advice, guidance, and opportunities with these people will always be the greatest thing that's going to happen to you and me if we have a chance to hang around, to be mentored by people we admire the most. So having these powerful people around, mentors, role models, preceptors, will help us accelerate our learning and growth, to having a chance to expose ourselves to their proven strategies and insights. It will also increase our confidence and our motivation, just merely having these people around us, just being a mere associate with these people. It will boost our confidence. But the downside is there could be a possibility of being manipulated or exploited by these powerful people. And of course, since we are around with the powerful people, the expert, there will be a tendency for us to really doubt our autonomy, and we could lose out our self-reliance in making decisions having these people around us, which is true. So to be able for you to avoid the bad consequences of following the powerful people, it's important to evaluate the intentions and integrity of your role models, because some of the CEOs could be the real estate tycoons. They could be best in their field, the best of the best, but their family, when you find out the real thing that's really happening is that some of you know their family could be falling apart. They are working hard, but they are divorced. They have no time building personal relationships with their children. So you have to evaluate whether you would you like to be totally like this person, because eventually, if you indulge yourself with this person, the best CEO in the world, with a family that is falling apart, eventually, and then you're accepting their advices, eventually you'll be just like them. So it's way better to really think about it, which which attributes of this person you only like to emulate. And you don't nobody wants to have a family that is falling apart. Everybody wants to be successful, but you really have to think it over for your own good. Some, for example, some real estate tycoon could be rich and famous, but they are also womanizer. So you have to really think about it. If you really do, you really want to have all the money in the world and have different chicks, all throughout your life? Because people are different. So you have to be intentional. Which attributes would you like to install in your life? Which attributes, which are the attributes and habits would you like to live throughout your life? Be intentional. And having this topic, the close, the many, and the powerful, the three top circles of people in our lives, it's really important to choose the right people whom we surround ourselves with and prioritize quality over quantity. And in the most part, evaluate the integrity of our role model, evaluate their intentions over time, whether whether are they really going to really help you for the good. Make sure it must be a good intention. And having these people around, surrounded by this top three different circles, we can take advantage of really honing our skills, building good habits. And these people will also help us in our personal development too. However, it's essential to be mindful of the potential advantages and disadvantages. So overall, be proactive to really think about the negative consequences overall. Always be mindful about yourself. Evaluate over time. Would you like to settle in this relationship? Or which attributes of this person would you like to copy? Not entirely. You don't want to be a womanizer. You don't want to have a family that is falling apart. So just, look after yourself and then indulge. Learn, grow, and be a master of your craft. With all those good habits in you, and you can do it all the way. By the way, this is Anne of Reinforce Me Club. If you ever like this message today, you can subscribe to my channel, Reinforce Me Club, in YouTube, Facebook, Spotify, Apple Podcast, and YouTube Podcast. And I have a lovely day ahead. Thank you very much for your time. Bye.